Hey y'all, it's Andy Greenham from Forest City Coins. Third Greenham on the CGC boards, Forest City Coins on eBay, all lowercase, all one word. ForestCityCoins.com is my website. ForestCityCoins@gmail.com is my email. Feel free to write me or leave comments after the video. I'd appreciate any kind of feedback. So we're back again with another bunch of books. I'll start off with Doctor Strange number 172. This came back as a CGC 8.5. To tell you the truth, I was a little disappointed. I thought it was going to be a 9 or better. In fact, it looks 9.2 all day long, so I'm not exactly sure why it got hammered. But this great book from September 1968, off-white to white pages. It's a terrific high-grade book, and you can get it for a fraction of the cost for what it looks like, you know. Next book, Fear, number 19, CGC 9.4, white pages. This is the first appearance of everybody's favorite Howard the Duck. It's a Steve Gerber story and Gil Kane and Ernie Chan cover. I love this book myself. After watching the movie Howard the Duck, I think everybody kind of liked it. It was a little bit cheesy, but how can you not like Howard the Duck? This came out in 1973, December, and it's Fear number 19. Key book, and one that's not too much to afford and pick up and put to your collection. Next one, Flash 144. This is from May of 1964, CGC 9.2, white pages. Can you imagine getting a book like this, a DC Silver Age book in 9.2? And the Flash is hot, hot, hot right now. This one is Carmine Infantino and Murphy Anderson cover. It's got a Kid Flash backup story, an atomic bomb story. It's win-win all the way. Now the next book that I'm showing here, GI Combat number 84. This is kind of the heart and soul of collecting for me. I absolutely love DC War Comics, and this is a wash tone cover, or people also known as some people also call it a gray tone cover. That's what you'll see in the Overstreet. But it's got a wonderful cover by Joe Kubert and the wash tone effect on it. CGC 6.5 off-white pages. It's part of a string of 30 comics in a row that all had this wash tone, gray tone feature, and that's part of a group called the Purdy 30. So in this one, we've got a Little Al, Big Al, and Charlie cigar story. There's also a full-page ad for Justice League number 1 inside. But great book and decent grade for one of these from the Purdy 30. Next book is House of Secrets number 61. This is the origin and first appearance of Eclipso. So imagine, this is a high-grade copy, CGC 9.0, off-white to white pages, and super key book. It's always been one that I wanted as a kid. And I finally got it, and I got it in such a fantastic grade. I'm just so excited. Anyway, this is a great book, and actually heating up incredibly right now, so something to consider. Next book is also another House of Secrets, and it's the other key that if you want to buy one of the keys in this run, House of Secrets 92, first appearance of the Swamp Thing. And this is a CGC 4.5, so it's a nice mid-grade copy. It's got off-white pages. It sports a Bernie Wrightson cover, and it's also got a gray tone cover, so that's kind of neat. And this is a book that I've owned many times before, but it's a key that so many people want. It's one that I'll keep buying as long as it's offered to me. Next book is JoJo Comics, no number. So it's a CGC 7.5 off-white pages. This is the first issue. It's got a really cool cover. In fact, the CGC notes don't really tell us who drew it. They don't tell us anything about the inside. So it's kind of a big question mark. But it's a cartoony cover, 10 center, early. It's 1945 from Fox Features Syndicates. And so yeah, I think this kind of thing is super cool. That's why I grabbed it. It came back with a very decent grade of 7.5, so I'm very proud to own it. Next book, we're going to shift over to superheroes again. This is Journey into Mystery 104. This is a solid grade, 8.5 for this book that has Thor in it. It's got white pages. This book came out in 1964 in May. It's Stan Lee stories and Jack Kirby artwork. There's actually a lot of people put their art, have their artwork showcased in this book, but Jack Kirby is probably the biggest name that you can see there. So a nice early appearance of Thor in super high grade. And keeping with Journey into Mystery, we've got number 106, so a couple issues after that. This one didn't get as high grade as that one I just showed, but it's an 8.0, white pages again, quite possibly from the same collection. And this is very nice, gorgeous red cover, and you can see Thor fighting off. Looks like Mr. Hyde and Cobra appear in the book. So it's a decent Silver Age book in very fine or better. Next one is Journey into Unknown Worlds, number 14, from Atlas, who later became Marvel. This is 1952, December, and this is what's known as pre-code horror. And we've got a CGC 6.5 off-white pages. These pre-code horror books are very desirable. Oh, my mistake. This is not pre-code horror. I'm just looking at the little star in the bottom right corner. It says authorized RCMP, conforms to the comics code. So it doesn't have the great big stamp that talks about the comics code on it, but it's got that little star. So I'm a little bit confused, but hey, we've all made mistakes. This one's got a really nice red cover, and you can see the scared girl on the cover. And this building is condemned by the order of the Department of Health. So you can tell that this is going to be an interesting story as soon as you crack it open and read it. Next book, Leave It to Binky, number 61. I bought 2 copies of this book and sent one off for grading. This is it. Came back CGC 9.2, white pages. It's got a good girl art. It's got this girl that's posing for the camera, and it looks like this great big wave is going to splash all over the boy taking the photo. So you can tell that there's impending disaster. This is the first issue since October of 1958, so it looks like 10-year span where they didn't put any of these out, so kind of neat. Next book is a big book. It's Marvel Feature number 1, cream to off-white pages, CGC 8.0. This is the origin and first appearance of the Defenders. The Defenders are coming out with a movie, I believe, next year, and I know a lot of people are excited about that. And we've got a Don Heck and Frank Giacchioa art. Excuse me for butchering that name. Looks like Neil Adams contributed to the covers, so that's cool. And also inside Ross Andrew and Bill Everett, so all kinds of big names that worked on this book. Last book of the video, Marvel Premiere number 4, CGC 9.2, white pages. Another great Bronze Age book. This one features Doctor Strange on the cover, you can see. Again, it was from a collection that I picked up, and these Bronze Age books have such great cover gloss to them. This one shines as if it was just printed and on the stands today. So, fantastic little book and high grade. Nice to pick up if you like Doctor Strange. I just watched the movie and actually enjoyed it quite a lot. So that's it for this video, guys. I'd appreciate any feedback or comments that you'd like to give. Always trying to adjust and change and get better with every video. This one we took stills, and so just recording in the studio and just stills of the book instead of the video. So leave your comments about that, whether you like to see my hand grabbing the book and taking it off and putting a new one back up, or if you're okay with the still shots. Anyway, thanks and take care. Until next time, bye-bye. Hey everybody, I just wanted to add, we've got a few comic book conventions coming up, and I wanted to get them out there for anybody that's in the Toronto, Hamilton, Kitchener, London, Windsor area, maybe even Buffalo. You might have an interest in these. So we first got the Forest City Comic Con. It's a one-day show on Saturday, September 23rd. The next show after that's going to be Hamilton Comic Con. It's a 2-day show, and that's September 30th and October 1st. And then after that, we're going to have the London Comic Con, and that's a 3-day show, October 13th to the 15th. Thanks, everybody. I hope to see you there. Bye-bye.